It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. Shoves him off. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. With a quick pass out wide. We'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. And again, it's Darnold. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. Brings it in. Set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of a yard.
Go to him again. And this time he gets in for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throwing from the gun here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Working quickly here. Darnold with it on 3rd and short. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10. Darnold. Ooh, puts some air under this one. Right side. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 13-0 lead. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. Things going well so far. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Throwing off the play fake. That one's incomplete over the middle. He's going to get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That fills as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tackle.
And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Our score, 14-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. He's got room to roam. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
They'll try and punch it in. They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Darnold to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Might have a goal line stand brewing here. The offense just needing a yard. 3rd and goal.
Side. Stay side.
Here we go, right up the gut. And they stop him with just a 1-yard gain. That's going to make it 4th and short. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. One more push from the ground game. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down to the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
No throw from his end zone. This one quickly to Harrison. And all he's able to do is get them a touch more space to the 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker, Brock. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Jump off, caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play. So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. And we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. He's going to throw it again. Dumped off to his running back. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's got McBride complete. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A 28-yard pickup there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Still sticking with the passing game. Screen to the running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On the move into the red zone. And he's all the way down the 10-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Downfield, finds Shaheed. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. On 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Here's the final play of our first half. Back-to-back carries here. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Hand off to the back. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throw here, 3rd down. This is a heater going deep. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Hits his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Drive play straight ahead. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Short pass brought in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. Third down. There he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Now Jonathan Gannon going to decide to call a timeout with that play clock running low, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Running back motions right. Here's the snap on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Harrison secures this left side. And across the 50 and starts pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
4th down, they're going to throw for it. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
1st and 10, Darnold. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
2nd and 10, Darnold. Throw deep to the left side. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks blowing them out now, 34-zip. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Airing it out to start this drive. He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's second down.
Slot man motioned over. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. The 40. Hits the 20. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Good on the extra point attempt. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Red 80. Side. Red 80. Red 80.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
It's second down and 10.
Darnold now to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. In the hands of Fulton, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here.
That's another Seahawks first down.
And again, it's Darnold. Finds a seam down the middle. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Working quickly here.
42 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
Going on first. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. He's going to throw it again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks tack on 7 more to their lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to track him down, though. Nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. This is our last play of the quarter. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Catch made underneath by the back. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. All set now. First and 10. work against the blitz. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Seahawks are going to have it! And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He gets loose down the right side. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. The Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
They give it to him again. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force fourth and long.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Escapes the pocket. He's taking a shot down the sideline. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. He's shut downfield, will wind up incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Red 80. Go red 80.
On second and 10 now, Darnold. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Now Darnold, 4th down. It's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
18. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
From the red zone on first. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, Darnold. The pass is caught by Horton. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing here, Darnold. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And he's out in the clear. He's at midfield. And the Cardinals getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, the pick came in one end zone. I think for a while there, Kate, it looked like it was going to finish in the other end zone. They don't get the points. Boy, did they get a whole bunch of momentum after an outstanding return right there in enemy territory.
Here we go, shot.
The give now out of the shotgun. Still has room inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
The Cardinals kicking team out, so they'll put a charge into this one. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. Setting him on the dive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks nearing their 6th win this season. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here goes, side.
Another carry for him. Works his way to the 35. And finally stopped at the 34. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Seahawks are running them out of the building. Jackson, Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to pass it here. Smith and Jigba with yet another catch. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks throwing 6 more on the blowout. Jackson, Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Brissett. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, I don't know what more to say. Just a dominating effort, really, in every phase. To put up a score like this in this league, it's hard to do. It takes all 3 phases to get it done. And mercifully, well, we're getting closer to the end of this one.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate in the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals cut into the lead by another point. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. And he dives to end the return. Not sure I understand the thinking here. They're going to start very deep in their own half.
10-yard line.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Donald coming back after the pick. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.